Hey, it's Ron's Woodturning. Welcome back to my shop. I got a little project today. I want to make a mushroom with this old piece of oak, but I wanted to turn it into like something you put on your desk to put pins in it. So I got it chucked up on the lathe and I beat all the bark off of it, and now I'm just going to change the shape till it looks like a mushroom, and then I'm going to drill a hole down the middle so you can just put pins in the top. And I'm gonna doctor it up a little bit, make a little color. I'm gonna make it super shiny, and then put it on my desk at work. Put a pin in it. So y'all stick with me, and we'll get started. Alright, so here it is. And like I said, it's just an old piece of oak, and that's bark on it. I just took a screwdriver and a hammer and just peeled it off of there. And then I took my cutoff tool and come up about ½ inch and made a mark. This is going to be the base, and I got it chucked up to where it's going to be irregular shaped. It's not going to be perfectly round, so it'll still show this outside wood outline. And then I'm going to come in and I'm going to make a large cap here. And leave it thick enough that I can drill a hole down the middle of it. It's pretty simple, but I'll get to play with it and see how it comes out. So let's get going. Okay, I'm looking at it, and I'd like to leave that in there somehow, but I don't know how I'm going to get up under it. This will be hanging down pretty far. Well, Mike can do it. Let me go a little bit further, probably about to here, and then that way, whenever I cut the middle out and I go up in this way, I'll have some of this rough looking edge. Smooth here, a little rough here, smooth here. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to come back, keep changing this angle till it bowls over, and take it out to here, about right there. And then below here, I'll cut into the diameter I want, and then start cutting up in this way. Alright, so just going to keep going in here, leaving this out, I'll smooth it up, but it's going to be narrow here. And when I get it narrow enough, I'll start cutting in. So it looks like I'm going to keep this edge not here, but a little here. And that's kind of busted out. I don't know, we'll see what it looks like when I get closer. But that's the top that I want. Now I just got to keep going in here. So I may switch tools. Well, I'm going to switch tools. Alright, it's getting there, and I got what I wanted. Leaving this, I'll do a little bit more work right here, make it more rounded before I drill it. But now I'm going to take my tool and dig out underneath this lip here, and oh, look at there. Got some gnarly stuff in there. I like it. Anyway, I'm going to dig out under here. Probably use my small wheel. Get all I can. But first I might just take my cutoff tool and go straight in like this. Cut that out. And then smooth it up with my small wheel. Or my little 3/8 bowl gouge. I don't know, I got to hit it with something to knock the lines off of it. Anyway, carve it out, see what happens. Alright, got it up in there a little ways. Nice little transition here. Irregular shaped base, gnarly wood showing. And when I Forstner bit this little point will come off and it'll be flat across the top of the hole in it. And I got plenty of room. Probably use 1.5 inches and go all the way down. That way it'll hold pins. I don't know, let me get a pin. I want them sticking up a little bit, so probably ought to just drill to right here. Yeah, that way I can get them out. Alright, let me sand. Alright, time for a little Yorkshire grit. I'm really not going to put a lot of dye on it. I'm just going to dye these darker places, so there's no reason to worry about the dye not getting in there. So I'll get it going with Yorkshire grit. Okay, let's airbrush it. Now this is chocolate. Okay, a little highlight on there. I like it. Alright, so the dye is dry, and next time you get something packed in this kind of foam, makes a pretty good lacquer sealer brush. It's flexible, and so we're just going to put a coat on there. You don't have them pesky hairs coming out of the cheap brush. Cool. Alright, well, let me finish putting that on there. Okay, so that's one coat of lacquer sanding sealer. You can see where the dark brown shows up really well. Even though that's not bark, it is pretty gnarly underneath the bark until I've smoothed out the rest. But I'm gonna sand it back and then put another coat on it, and then I'm gonna drill it, and then you can just drop your pins right in the top. So let me do a little work and I'll come back. Alright, I thought I'd save a little time. This is not completely dry yet, but I can finish that. What I'm going to do now is I got my Forstner bit. It's 1.5 inches. Then I figured I'm going to have about, I don't know, a little over a 1/4 inch wall thickness in the skinny part here. So that's plenty. The only problem I got is that my pin, if I drill it to the bottom of that bit, which is about right here, my pin's going to stick up about that far. Now I ordered one of them extension thingies, but it won't be here till tomorrow. So I might have to put a tool in there and dig it out a little bit if I want to finish it today. So, but I'm gonna go ahead and start it, because when I back it out, I want to do a little work on the top, and you know, I'll go as far as I can before I put the finish on it. Alright, so I got it drilled, and sure enough, that's as far as the pin will go. I need another inch, and I think I know how to get it. So I'm going to bevel it in nice and curvy like, and that'll give me at least a half inch. Otherwise I might have to wait till tomorrow to get my new tool. But I need to bevel it anyway, so let's just see what happens. Alright, I beveled it in and I sanded it up to 500 or 400 anyway. And I went ahead and hit the rest of it. Now I'm going to put the last coat of sanding sealer on it. And then, you know what? I may put Yorkshire grit on it. And then polish it. Well, I still wasn't able to get it. I got another half inch. Could bevel some more, I guess. But I still got that much pin sticking out. I do need to go deeper, so I'm going to do all the finishing. And when I get my extension, I'll fix it. Well, quick and easy. I got it polished up. I'm going to take it off with the chuck. Take it to my bandsaw, cut the bottom off, power sand it flat, sign it, and call it good. I'll be back with it in a second. Okay, here it is. Glad y'all stuck with me. My mushroom vessel holder. It's pretty cool. I like it. And I hollowed out the top. I still need to go a little further, but my wife said it's just fine. Pins stick out of it like that. I don't know, I think another half inch. I don't know. Looks good though. It's quick and easy, and made for a beautiful afternoon in the shop with gonna be a piece of firewood. Oak. So glad y'all stuck with me, and thank you for all you've subscribed, and if you haven't, please do so, and share it with your friends. Like I said a bunch of times already, I'm not the best there is by far, but I like to come up with different stuff and have fun. That's the main thing, have fun. So y'all have a great day. And I'll see you next time on Ron's Wood Turning Shop.